5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Once again, welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. It's another day. It's a brand new day. Well, the day is about over. We're in the evening now. Hope your day went well or went as it was hoped to have gone. A lot of people lost their lives today and have been injured today. So just be thankful it wasn't you. I guess it's some hard shit to say that yeah, better than me. But because we are here, we're going to keep on pushing, keep on praying and blessing other folks that need it. I want to welcome you once again to the Romello Marcellus Show. This is where you can come get full when you are empty. We're going to vibe out just a few minutes. We're going to let some people into the room. Got a decent show tonight. Yeah. Lady Lala's 411 is in the room. A-Rock's back. Bless up, bless up. Is the music too loud? Can you hear me on Instagram? Can you hear me? Is that good? If so, throw your thumbs up. Let me know that the levels are cropped. Yeah, send prayers out, man. Once again, to Earl Simmons and his family. Send prayers out to those people down in Texas that one lost their lives in a shooting down there. No one wishes that on anybody, but hey, shit is happening. If y'all got any thoughts or any ideas about this show, any topics, man, put it in the comments. Leave it in the DMs, man. Let me know. You're going through something, man, you need to get it off your chest. Sometimes it's better to talk to strangers because you'll get an unbiased opinion. And a lot of times that is that special sauce that you need to get through your day, to get you back on track, to receive an answer or receive some confirmation or affirmation from nowhere. A perfect stranger. But here, although we may be strangers, we're still a part of one tribe. Jamaican Girl 176 is in the room. Hey. There was a shooting in Temple Hills this morning, too. Prayers go out to that family. Prayers go out, man, to the young guy who was killed, came outside of a tattoo parlor. He was killed on St. Barnabas Road to get on a conference call, and someone just walked up and shot him. Kay Rice in the room. Hey, Queen. Hey. For all y'all who need you, who ready to really step y'all game up and get those blessed mansions that are there for you, reach out to this young queen. She can get it done for you. Yeah. They're talking about there's a new strain of corona coming. And the shots aren't going to do you any good. Yeah. It's going to cause you to have broke pockets. Right. Anyway. What I want to talk about tonight, man, is one of the most fragile things that we do have, and we have all been guilty of taking it for granted. You know what? I'm not going to wait. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Here's the topic, right? And I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from. I'm typing it to Instagram first. Hold on, Facebook. And I'm saying this to you with love. All right? You cannot buy it. You cannot buy it. There's nothing you can do to buy it. You just can't buy it. And if you can, please hurry up and tell me where I can go and get some. And I don't give a shit what it costs. I'm going to get as much of it as I can. And that's time. It is the most precious commodity we have, along with our health, along with our aging. You can't buy it. You know, there was someone who said that there's a lot of people out here that are up in age and need people to take care of them in more ways than one. And it's like a game. Shit, you going out in the 9th inning or the 4th quarter fucked up because you mismanaged your situation. There's a lot of people out here moving around. They're over 40 and 50 years old, and you don't own a piece of land. That's ridiculous. You've been living for self for so long that you have nothing to leave those that are coming behind you, if you have someone that's coming behind you. But if you're just you, I mean, yeah, okay. Fuck it off. But you have so many people out here willing to try and buy love, buy compassion, buy respect. You can't buy that shit. That's to be earned. What you can buy is a false sense of security. Like every day, we think those people that we sent out or send out to stand on the wall to protect this country gives us a false sense of security by proxy through a paycheck. Because most people that are in the services have gone there because they have felt like they had no other choice. How many of us have come up in an inner city, and before graduation day every year you see uniforms roaming around the hall, getting someone to sell their soul or sign their life away? I know of a few people who, in my time, have gone to different theaters and never come home. Or if they've come home, they've been so fucked up that they have not been able to get it together and still haven't to this day. Here's to y'all, wherever you are. Thank you for your service. But back to Daily Dailies. You can't buy it. How many times have you heard somebody trying to give you something to be their friend? Or vice versa? Lady Lala says, and then pay them dirt cheap for the services. Of course. Of course. Listen, we live in a country where they got, once again, the most valuable commodity to build this thing, and that was free labor from us and our ancestors. And yet and still you have so many people that quote unquote look like us, but they're not like us, stating, well, who should we pay and why should we pay? Or they don't care whether it's paid or not. How could you? You can't relate to us. Wherever you're from, you don't understand what actually went on. You got a third-hand story or fourth-hand story about us. Now, don't get it twisted. I love my tethers. But our tether sisters and brothers, they don't understand what we've gone through. It's not my fault that you had to shit in a hole over there where you are from. But if you made it this far, you did something with your time. You focused on getting here and you're making the best life that you can make. But see, most of those people come over here and they get into situations where they're taking care of us or they're servicing us. The healthcare field is filled with them. Time, and I say this because I've had an opportunity to look at some elderly people that are just waiting to transition on, and in those circumstances where they're being mistreated by tethers because someone stated in their cultures they don't discard their elders for 1 million reasons or not. If they're in your care, you should treat them accordingly because they gave their time here too. But you can't buy it. How many people try to buy love? You've been a sugar mama or a sugar daddy or tricking, whatever it is, to try and coerce an individual to see you for who you thought you were. Yeah. Hey, Tina, Low Key Scott is in the room. Facts. Facts. How many times have you thought you could buy your way into something or buy your way out of something? And you still gave what? Time? 9 times out of 10, it didn't turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out. Then you paid for nothing. Who's in here with me tonight? Let me see. Throw me some thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me clearly, see me. Got Brandy Smith in the room. Oh, my biggest critic, man. My brother's in the room. Yeah. Understand what I was saying, that you can't buy it. What you do with it, it's all on you. Don't be 70, 80 years old. If Jesus or God or Allah or Buddha should tarry and you still here and mismanaged your time, you should still be able to get up and walk around and take a trip and go to Nantucket and stick your feet in the Atlantic and take a trip to Catalina and stick your feet in the Pacific. So, yeah, don't think you can buy it, because you can't. A lot of times you get into the positions where you are wasting it. Let me take care of a little business before we get back into it. All right? And like I said, man, this is our platform. I'm here just working it. I'm just working it. Share it right now. If you like it, man, post it on those pages, those groups that you remember. Share it to those groups. Share it to those friends that are online right now, that are in their lives. As a matter of fact, you can click on this and take the link and send it and text it to your friends. Bring them in. More heads, better the conversation. Those that have been down from the beginning, I know who you are. I see you. And you know when we have a broad conversation, we can go in for an hour and a half to 2 hours with this thing. Even though I do have a time constraint, but if the spirit's moving, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep pushing. Okay? And I'm sure y'all been with me long enough to recognize when the energy level is off, because you know what you're going to get. Up off my line. So, yeah. And if you like it, man, subscribe. Like us. Like me, rather, the show. On YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Go get that YouTube, man. Click YouTube, man. Subscribe. That's where you're gonna get your best bang for the buck. You don't have to be nowhere. I'll notify you when it's time. That way you can do whatever it is you need to do, and then when you hit a bell, you know to turn your phone over, open it up, and you can sit it right back down and just listen to us rap a little bit until you decide you want to chime in. Yeah. But tonight, man, if you're joining in and you're just joining in the show, the topic tonight is you just can't buy it. Whether it's love, whether respect, all of those things. Matter of fact, look, let me take it up a notch. How many people around you have jealousy and envy for you because they don't know how you do what it is you do, how your blessings come? K. Rice said, rule number 1: nothing outside of you will provide a true, consistent, or authentic fulfillment. Self-love and the mindset of such is the key. No time for BS. Time you can't get back. There was NPDP over. Okay. Know what that meant, but anyway. Stanley's in the room. Good evening, my folks. Hope everyone had a blessed day today. Yeah, we have, and we're still having a blessed evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the conversation. Oh, let me reread that. I'm sorry. No time for BS. Time you can't get back. There is no do-over. Yeah, life is all in real time, y'all. Life is all in real time. How do you manage yourself? How do you manage those? I stated on this show before that, my mom used to say to me all the time, she said, yeah, your folks, your family, your friends, they love you, but they don't understand how you move the way you move and do what you do. They hate you, but they love you, but they hate you. You can't buy that love. And trust me, I've done a lot of looking out for folks. So, Stanley said, just can't buy true love and happiness. Well, just like the song says, can't buy me love. Well, I mean, the best things in life are free, especially the organic ones when it comes to love and respect and admiration and not feeling like you've wasted your time or wasted anyone's time. Great thing. Just know. What else can't you buy? What about respect? Is that earned or is that given? Tell me. Because a lot of times you got people that think they can buy it. Think about it. In the social media world, people think you can buy or garner respect by showing or flaunting the things that they do have. But it depends on the manner in which it's done. Someone says you can't buy appreciation. You cannot buy appreciation. You can't buy an authentic connection. K. Rice says we all get the same 24 hours. Our differences are reflective of how that time is invested, not spent. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. You just can't buy it. So how are you investing? How are you investing yourself and your time? We always spending. If you leave your house every day, you think about it. Whether you're built like it or not. And most people spend more when they're broke. Let me say it again because I went over your head. It costs a broke person more to move around and do things than it does an individual with money. Who got that one? Y'all awake? Are y'all awake? You just can't buy it. Sometimes you don't need to buy it when you got favor. Yeah. Yeah. Real Aquarius 789 join the room. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to this broadcast. If you're just joining in, once again, this is the Romello Marcellus Show. I am he and he is me, and I'm here as a conduit for us to have healthy, stimulating, intellectual conversations that are going to elevate the mind and spirit. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, a little business, a little love, our positions as FBAs, our sisters in brotherhood, being better fathers, being better men, better boyfriends, better whatever. Because trust me, ladies, I know I've been going at y'all for the last couple of days, but trust me, I'm gonna get these big stinky draw wearing dudes too. Trust me, I'm going in on us. I'm not gonna do the thing. Yeah. So please bear with me. Be patient. Be patient. God ain't finished with me yet. Yeah. Just understand that when I cut, I'm cutting in love because I want to see better. We know better now. We can do better. It ain't gonna be an overnight process or an overnight thing. We're running a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah. So you can't buy it. You can't buy it. Think about it. What else can't you buy? You can't buy your spirit, man. That's something that you have to want to get right with yourself, understanding where you've coming from, the growth, what it takes to just be a genuine human being with compassion, with love in his heart, with true empathy, because you can't feel what anyone else is feeling. You can only feel what you feel. You can't buy love. We covered that. We know that. That's to be earned, just like trust. You can't buy it. Can you buy trust? Think about it. You go get some loans or you get a loan from the bank. They got to do everything except for draw blood to give you their money. And they want you to be in the position that you don't need their money to get their money. I said health. You cannot buy health. I guess I'm fucking up my investment right now, huh? I'm going to stop this. Y'all won't see me do this again. Somebody said about time. Can't buy character. Say it, Stan. Cannot buy character. You can buy love if the person loves money. No. That's usury. And that's based on the individual. Because what happens when the money runs out? That ain't love. Their love for money is usually their lack of love for self. Because if you're willing to demean yourself or degrade yourself or diminish yourself or sacrifice yourself for some money, because trust me, you're going to give something up for that money. They pay a hoe to leave, not to stay. You can't buy peace. That's the truth. Peace of mind, peace in your life, you cannot buy it. It is priceless. Priceless. Can't buy happiness. It may appear so, but Michael Jackson would beg to differ if he were alive. You can't. Hell, you got millions of dollars in the bank, man, and can still be an unhappy bastard walking around trying to figure out what's going on with you. Trust me, some of these hobos, y'all, homeless people you see walking around, I guarantee you if you walked up to a few of them, they were brilliant in their lives, but were unhappy for some odd reason with themselves and chose to walk out of their life. You never know. Unhappy. You know one thing you can't buy? You can't buy a mother's love. Even a bad mother would sacrifice her life for her children on a good day. You can't buy that. Even under the influence of things that she can't control, she'll have a moment of clarity. Hey, see, that's the awesome sauce. And some people are only happy when they are unhappy. You can't buy that. Someone said facts. Facts. You can't buy more time. Make the most of it. It's like you got to buy you some land. You can buy that, even though they're not making any more of it. Buy you some land. What about intellect? You can't buy it. You got to be willing to invest in it. Reading, studying to show yourself approved. Being around people that are like-minded or have the thoughts and the goals and the views on life that you are seeking or you have. Morals, principles, values can't be bought. You know, you're right, but a lot of people have been tricked out of those things. So priceless things are always stolen. You think about the young girls that's been running away and get caught in the bus station and turned out. Or even the fact that you got individuals out here who are totally illiterate when it comes to things like money in their lives, and because they have a good heart, they'll lose their morality when someone slights them because they feel some kind of way. Compassion. Oh no, you can buy some compassion. If somebody's sitting there judging you and the right envelope come, they might swing your way. You can buy that. Do you feel success can be bought? Hell yeah. Yes, all day long. There are king makers and queen makers out here that if they do this, bank accounts fill up tonight. Your whole life, your address, your library card becomes a platinum card, everything. You want that contract or that award? City council sitting there in your way, and you need 2 votes? Yeah, somebody gonna take an envelope and vote your way. So yeah, success can be bought. I'll tell you what can't be bought. Common sense. Because you got some dumb motherfuckers moving around out here, boy. A head full of rocks. Dumb as a tank. Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at so many lackluster talents who are seemingly doing well. while much more talented people are overlooked, but their success has been bought. Of course, all day long. All day long. It's never about who you know, it's about who knows you and who knows that you are willing to play ball with them. You're going to pay the toll to get across the bridge. I don't care what you do, where you go. Think about it. You can't buy love. You can't buy respect. You can't buy appreciation. You can't buy consideration. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. No problem. You just can't buy it. You can buy love if somebody loves money. Now, is that actually buying love, or is that renting? Because that ain't purchasing. I'm renting it because once it's done, it's done. Depending on how you define love, yeah, I can say that. I receive that. I mean,
you get what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying too.
The love of money is a love, if you're expressing it that way. That's one way to view it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about we're talking about the full-fledged aspect of it, not because someone's driven by it. Because you got to understand, if someone's dealing with somebody for money, that means they lack the value in themselves because they're willing to give and to be something other than themselves, self-sufficient, to go and make their own money. Once again, like someone said retrospectively, we're all given the same 24 hours a day. What we choose to do it, that's on us. But if I want to come and fuck you and let you fuck me for some dollars, one of us ain't gonna be worth a plug nickel in the end of it, especially if I'm a high value guy. I'm paying you to leave. And what I'm giving you
I get what you're saying.
ain't jack. And once you leave, you'll be looking for somebody else to pay you. So that love of money.
All right, but flip the other side of the coin. You can be fucking for free and get nothing out of it. You can fuck somebody for free and not get love, not get money, not get anything. You just get used.
Well,
so there's another side of the coin, you know what I'm saying?
What the thing is, in all of that, you still lose the most valuable commodity you have is time, because you're wasting it when you could be getting your own money. You could be doing your own damn thing, as opposed to being slutted out or slutting yourself out for some dollars or for free.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to have sex anyways. I mean, we're adults. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of virgins left out here.
So,
you know.
So when the money,
it's what you want to do.
So someone
if
said,
you want to do it for love,
when the money runs out, will the love remain? Well, here's basically what it is. I mean, I guess what's being said, K. Rice, is that the individual loves money, so they don't love themselves or they don't love the individuals they're with. They just want the money. So it's a temporary thing. They temporary fuckers.
But sometimes it's temporary regardless, though. Because you can be with somebody and think it's going to be forever, and, you know, it doesn't. So it all just, it really all just depends. Sometimes the love can remain, though, because you can grow to love somebody. You know, you may have started to be in the money, but once you got to know that person, love that person, you know, then you may end up, you know, the love can remain. Because, you know, money can be rebuilt. It's not something that is gone and gone forever.
Well, let me say this to you. In all that hustling and bustling, you still wasted a whole lot of shit that you can't get back.
Time you can't get back. That's one thing I do agree.
This older guy, man, I tell you, I was in a building, an old man, he's probably up in his 80s. And I thought it was funny at the moment. But then as I thought about it in different perspectives, it's like, damn, I look at the older people where I would see my great-grandmother get up at the crack of dawn. She's up at 4:30, feet on the floor, rolling. And to fast forward, the guy was like, don't fuck with me. Wake up dead. And that went over my head. And then I saw the guy. He's, like I said, in his 80s or so. Those people are at that stage in their life where they know that the end is coming. Let me say something to this, y'all, tonight. You just can't buy it is the fact that all of this is temporary. We will go back from whence we came. What are you going to do while you're here? What are you going to leave that's going to outlive you at least the next 2 generations? Because by the 3rd generation, you just grandma or grandpa. What are you going to leave that's going to outlive you? You have to tap into things that have no value, but the value that you place on it. Money ain't worth shit. If the bottom fell out of this thing tomorrow, meaning that they decided. Matter of fact, let's say the people that hold markers in this country for a lot of the infrastructures, the bridges, the parks, all of that, decided to call their markers tomorrow, it would bankrupt this country. The dollar wouldn't be worth jack. Then what are you going to do? You can have all the money you want. It's just paper. Actually, money is just an idea of something that governs people's thoughts of what value something may have or may not have. And in all actuality, it doesn't have that value.
I mean, in reality, money is a resource. You know, it's a resource. I mean, we can't neglect the fact that that is a resource that is needed. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not supposed to love it. You know, a lot of people say the love of money. I mean, the money is the root of all evil. But it's actually the love of the money is the root of all evil, not just the money itself. And so I feel like when we're talking about a female, her body is, you know, to be honest, it's a thing of value. It's a thing of value. A woman should value her body, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying do it for dollar, but you shouldn't be with a man that doesn't have money. And I'm not saying being rich. I'm not saying have money, but it's a, if you're at a certain age and you don't have certain things, you're not ambitious. So to me, that I'm looking at it as your ambition, your lack of ambition. If you don't have at least a certain age, have a car, roof over, because how can you provide a roof over my head? Because later on, the woman would be with a man because he loved him and not worried about his money. Mm-hmm. But then, who's going to take care of the baby with you if you have a baby with him? Or who's going to, you know what I mean? Right. So, you know, as a woman, you have to make sure that you're managing your value. Yeah, you as a woman, you shouldn't be with men that are not ambitious, that don't have the money to take care of you. I take care of myself, but I do. My man has money because I want my man to have money because I do. But at the same time, what happens if one of us slip off? We both have to be in a good position. But I'm just not going to give my body up to somebody who's not financially stable at this grown age. Mm-hmm. We're grown. Mm-hmm. And that's my perspective as a female.
Okay. Respect. If you're just joining the conversation, y'all, the topic of the night is you just can't buy it. You cannot buy it. You cannot buy it. You can't buy love. You can't buy respect. And most of you dumb idiots, you can't buy common sense. You know who you are.
No.
I'm not pointing no fingers out. Like Bob said, if the cat fit, let him wear it. Let them wear it. So, yeah, you can't buy it.
You can't buy certain things. Yeah, certain things you just can't buy. You can't buy respect. You can't, you know, I've been in a situation where I've seen people with a lot of money but no respect. You know, you can't buy dignity, integrity. You know, there's certain things that you really, real life can't buy. Especially number one thing is time. But however, on certain things can be attained with money. That doesn't mean that you're buying it and keeping it, but it can be attained.
Exactly.
So that's just my thoughts. But thank you for letting me come on.
Thank you for coming.
Chit-chat with you, giving the other side of the coins. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
Peace.
The Chosen 192 has joined the room. A dancer, whoever that is, welcome. P and Paparazzi joined the room. Tawanda M, Jamaica I joined the room. D.L. Bryan 89 has joined the room. What's up? Coda joined the room. Welcome. Thank you. You know, y'all could have been anywhere else in the world tonight, but y'all chose to be here with me. And I respect and appreciate that. Last Wish 301 just joined the room. Welcome. Jamaican Girl 176 is in the room. Welcome. Welcome. Well, if you all are just joining the room, like I said, the topic tonight is you just can't buy it. And we're talking about values. We're talking about priceless things like your time here on earth. What are you doing with your time? Are you investing it properly, or are you just spending it and squandering away? You know, what impressions are you making on those that are coming behind you, the youth? You know, because you're going to be elderly if you should see it. Who's going to be able to take care of you if you need to help to wipe your ass? You know, and that's just common sense. You know, just comes to believe. You know, you can't help. You can't do it. You're going to need help to do it. What investments are you making in people for them to have that compassion for you if you should ever have to be in that position? Because trust me, there are a lot of people, a lot of elders that should sit in the gate for us, even in the midst of them being abandoned by their own families, in places being mistreated, misused, and abused because some idiot is just there to get a check and not truly be about the welfare of that position, of that station that they've taken. Whether it be a doctor or even down to a CNA or a janitor who abuses their situation or their position to do something to your grandmama or your great uncle or your great aunt that's convalesced and need to be there. Someone said it depends on what you value at the end of your life. It's the people we care for that holds value. Yes, we need money too. We need money to survive, but more importantly, we have a desire to be connected on a soul level. And if that ain't awesome sauce, I don't know what it is. What do you hold value to? Is it your time? Or is it the other investments that you made in your life? Your car, your house, your children, your degrees, your accolades. What is it? Now, y'all can holler at me. I'll holler back. I'm going to put the number up now. So y'all can call me if y'all want to talk to me. Y'all got something y'all want to say? Because I know y'all scary asses don't want to come on the screen. I'm going to keep calling you out until you decide that you want to do that. We got to break that out. It's cool to be seen. It's cool to be seen. There's the number. A good question is, what would you want to be remembered for? What will be your legacy? Look at here. You know, I'm sorry. You can't keep coming on here with all this awesome sauce. You got to come on here and say it to the people yourself. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. What's happening? Hey, happy birthday. Yeah, you got all this awesome sauce, man. Bless these people. They need to hear from you.
Hey, it's interesting.
Some people need to hear it. They understand they move through life and placing value on all the wrong things, chasing the wrong stuff. And it's like, damn, man, you wake up and you look at somebody else who's got a car, but you don't even know how they got that car. You don't know how many nights they burnt up their knees praying in that closet, trying to get that blessing done. You don't know how many times they ate air sandwiches to feed their children, gone hungry at night. You got a lot of mothers out here that do it, even fathers now that go hungry at night so that their children can eat. You know, make sure their children got shoes on their feet and clothes on their back, and they receive a blessing, and they want to do something nice for themselves. That's all right, you know, because they're investing in something that usually we don't get. You know, we chase a blessing, but a lot of times the blessing ain't about us. The blessing's about those that come behind us. The blessing may miss you and bless the ones that you raising. We being used. So give us some more of that awesome sauce you've been blessing us with on the screen. You can't buy it. You just can't buy it.
Yeah, you can't buy it. And, you know, a lot of people can come into your life and see, you know, sort of the grand finale of the movie, the end of the story, so, you know, sort of, but they missed all the previews in the beginning of the story, so all they see is the results now. You know what I mean?
Hey.
So they worship what they see, and a lot of people now want some sort of instant gratification. They miss the part of the struggle, the grind, the journey, the lessons, the wisdom that you develop, and those things you can't buy. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own journey, and the chapters that they're supposed to go through, but they place the value on what they see on maybe Instagram. Like, I'm gonna get that new car, and I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get, but you never know how somebody got to that point. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You didn't see the story, and those things you can't buy. You can't buy the journey. You can't buy somebody else's journey.
It's all about the journey. The destination is always going to be the same result as all of us. We're going to check out of here someday. But what does your journey say? Someone asked me a few years ago, and I most people, we shy away from this. Is like going to buy life insurance. I'm pronouncing this is going to happen on my life, but it's going to happen. I'll ask everybody on here tonight, man, think about, what would your eulogy say? What would your eulogy say about you when you are not able to speak for yourself? Who would speak for you? And what would your life speak to the people who have been privy to be in your space in life?
It can't be, she has some nice ass shoes, or she used to get a lot of likes on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Someone said facts, sister, like the iceberg that took out the Titanic. Profound.
Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? If you really look at it and say, hey, if my funeral was tomorrow, what would be said about me? What am I leaving behind? What kind of jewels did I leave behind for those coming behind me?
Yeah.
Blood, non-blood. You know what I mean? What did you do to be impactful while you were here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since it's COVID, I know we've all had someone either directly or indirectly we've known pass away. How many funerals we've gone to? How many funerals have we seen online because they've been putting them on Facebook? What have they been saying? Or has it been the pastors up there just, giving the word? Or has there actually truly been people that have been touched in their community or their lives being able to speak for them or speak about them, speak volumes to their life? You can't buy it. You just can't buy it.
My thought is the blessing is really in the journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I mean that we all have a destination and we all have certain goals, but without the journey, that's really where you got to ride through life and pick up blessings.
Yeah.
What you encounter, because no matter what obstacles you face, there's always some sort of reward to pull out of it. There's always something that you're supposed to get out of it. That's fine. You're supposed to go through that and experience to get to the next level. A lot of us want things that we're just not ready for. You know what I mean?
Like I said last night, a lot of us got champagne taste and beer money. Or beer talent. And you step outside your station trying to achieve something when your happiness is on this level. And you should be happy with being on that level, but you're trying to achieve this because you don't feel like you should about yourself, so you're envious of someone else. And you're stepping in the circles you ain't got no business being in. And that is another trick of the enemy to cause you to waste your time here on earth. And that makes you miserable when you fail at trying to achieve those things that you weren't supposed to have anyway.
And when you waste your energy on that, at that level, at that frequency, that's all you're going to attract.
Yeah.
You're only going to attract what you exude.
Exactly.
So inside, if you're envious and miserable, you can smile and do all that shit, but you can run away from a lot, but you can't run from yourself.
Hey.
So
wherever you go, there you are.
That's the energy that ultimately you're going to attract. So people wonder why they have a cycle. Like, why am I always in a fucked up relationship? Why am I always missing the mark?
Yeah.
But a lot of us really got to step back and self-examine and
say, why am I attracting this? I'm the common denominator. If this shit keeps happening, I need to alter some things.
Yeah. Someone said, great stuff. That's how we miss our blessings.
All
the time. All the time. Find your lane. Stay in it. Self-investment. Put on that t-shirt. Well, put that on a t-shirt. Ronnie Jefferson said, put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, we got to get to a printer and print that.
Right.
Yeah. But I thank you. I thank you for taking time out to join in. But while I got you on here, all you wonderful people, you're exceptional. Get you some land. This person right here will help you get that land, prepare you to get your dream house. Whatever it is, whether it's new construction, rehab, whatever you're trying to do, reach out to her. Reach out to her. All right?
We should all want each other to do well. That way that whole vibe keeps circulating.
That's right. And when it get cold, y'all need them furs, reach out to her. You understand me? You hear me? You should have something nice, at least a nice piece in your like every man and every woman should have a nice piece in their closet. All right? That's coming from me.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
If you're just joining, man, once again, the topic of the evening is you just can't buy it. You just cannot buy it. You can't buy time. You can't buy respect. Your dignity is yours. How you utilize it or you squander it is just like your time. Don't spend it. Invest it. Okay? Yeah. I hope that this forum, you like it. If so, share it. Click on it, man. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube is a better platform because you can get notifications. You don't even have to log into your own accounts to get those notifications. If you're just joining in, once again, the topic of the night is you just can't buy it. You know, we talked about someone who's actually in love with someone because of money, but when that money is gone, then the love won't remain because the individual loves the money or love what somebody is actually doing for them, when in all actuality, the person is ugly within because they can't do for themselves. So the individuals are willing to diminish themselves to receive short-term, temporary things that hold no value, a bag, a pair of shoes, a car note, in which 9 times out of 10 you won't see the end of the relationship to pay it off. So you'll have to piecemeal it. But you know, you got people out here now that are out here tricking for cell phone bill money. So, yeah, things have changed. You can't buy it. You just can't buy it. Just like you just can't buy the fact that for over 400 plus years we've been going through what we're going through, and we're still going through it now. 492 years to be exact, y'all. And they're still choking us out and beating us and doing all kinds of stuff and making us strange fruit like they always, have been. Yeah. I can't even watch the trial. Segue, but we're going to stay on topic. You just can't buy it. You just can't buy the fact that that boy crossed over under the tail end of a car. As a matter of fact, let me back it up. And I can guarantee you, you just can't buy the fact that they took their time and strategically did that to that boy. You put him on one side and you're going to drag him out of another and put him in the middle of the street underneath an exhaust and continuously keep his face there. Sure, he was supposed to be on his side at that point so that he could at some point revive if you lifted the pressure. But that didn't happen. You can see when he expired by what expelled from him. You can't get that back. You can't buy it. You can't buy his time. You can't buy the fact that he went in that store and bought what he bought and was trying to go on about his merry way. And in a neighborhood with people who come into those neighborhoods to make their money, but they don't like the people that spend the money with them. That's just like you just can't. The same saying. You just can't make this shit up. That runs parallel. You just can't buy it. I guarantee you that boy's family would give anything to have him come back. But you can't buy it. It's gone. So, if you're just joining in, welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I'm he and he is me. This is our spot. I'm just working. I'm working it for you. Just so we can have a place to have intellectual, stimulating conversation and bridge gaps between powerful, exceptional folks like you. So if you like this, please share it. Share it with your friends. Tap your friends. Click the link on it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Follow and subscribe on all platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Someone said can't buy the tools needed to mend his mother's broken heart. So true. You can't. I can guarantee you that mother sees that boy every day. Probably sees him as he was 3, 4, and 5 years old. Because I'm sure that's where I would be if something were to happen to one of mine. I would never see them as adults. I would always see them as the baby I was supposed to be protecting. A mother or father is never supposed to bury their child. It's supposed to be the other way around. But when it happens, it's so hard. You can't buy it. You just can't buy it. You just cannot buy it. You can't buy respect. You can't buy somebody's dignity. You can't. You think about it. What if you sacrificed yourself in any instance of relations? What were you willing to give? It's like I said, those babies that went down there and took that man's car. Nobody knows what was on the other side of that. 15 and 13-year-old girls, you just taking cars or robbing people or jacking people for their cars with a stun gun. Get the, that in itself, you just can't buy it. But this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. Yeah. Good stuff. That's how we miss our blessings. So, if y'all like the show, like I said, once again, man, leave it in the comments. Mary Lou to you just joined the room. Welcome. Unlike another just joined the room. Laura James Art just joined the room. Foodie Bay just joined the room. Ronnie Jefferson's been in the room. Welcome. CeCe McKinnon joined the room. Mike just joined the room. Skinny by Shady just joined the room. Brown Sugar Jim just joined the room. Antoine DeWash just joined the room. Welcome. Polo Boots just joined the room. Welcome. Yeah. If you just joined the room, once again, the topic of tonight is you just can't buy it. We're talking about aspects of life, investment, not waste, how we view ourselves, how others may view ourselves or view us through their lens. You can't buy friendship. You can't buy, you can buy compassion. You can't buy respect. You can't buy love. The love of things, but shit, once those things are gone, the love won't remain. It won't be real. So just know that, as I always say, it starts with you to love. Do whatever it is you have in your heart that you want to achieve and be. They thought Noah's ass was crazy. until it began to rain. Your pimping is as real as you let it be real. Think about it, people. You can't buy it. So y'all ready for the summer? Y'all ready for the summer? Because you just can't buy it. Be careful how you're moving out there. As they said, like I said, once again, it's a new strain coming. Strain gonna come hit your pocket. Yeah. Another stimulus check coming. Y'all need to get that. But while you getting, Real Aquarius said yes. Yes, sir. Another stimulus check is coming. Get it. Get that money. But in all y'all getting, make sure y'all
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert! All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.